What's that I'm hearing? Is Trump about to cut that check? Are the stimmy checks that Stayer's been talking about for the last 6 months about to get cashed by the American public? First, they were called the Doge Department. What was it called? The Doge Department surplus from all the excess waste from the Fed, all the coins in the Fed's couch. They were going to call that the stimmy check. And then they were going to call it the tariff dividend check. I think that's what they're calling it now. I don't even know. I think he's just going to just give every single American a $2,000 check. Stayer, I'm not going and I'm never going to go. Guys, it's here. It's time. The big crypto pump is about to happen. The $2,000 stimmy checks are about to get thrown out into American public that is terrible with money. They don't know what they're doing. They're late on their bills. They need a third job. I mean, the American economy is complete crap right now, and Trump is fronting right now, which means that crypto is about to explode. And I, for one, could not be happier because you know what? There is a moment when you're a crypto investor where you're at peak despair, where it's not fun hanging out in the space. And it's been like that for the last few weeks. But now the signals are starting to change. The Fed rate cuts have happened. Michael Saylor and Tommy Lee are still going around talking about Bitcoin. Benjamin Cowan is starting to kind of go back on whether or not the bull run is going to continue. The American media is starting to push crypto like you've never seen before. And now, just as we think that crypto is going to fall into a bear market, with it teetering on the brink of the 50-week EMA, we get this news coming out that Trump is about to cut those checks. Is this coincidence or is this whale games? Okay? Is this happen chance or is this institutions driving the crypto market once again like they did in COVID, like they did before? I'm telling you, this is crazy, guys. They're also planning on making the federal mortgage or the mortgage in America a 50-year mortgage, which is absolutely insane. Listen, this this signifies huge problems down the road for America. Let's just not ignore the fact that, let's just be honest, this isn't tariff dividends. This is just money printing, okay? This money is not coming from tariffs. In fact, Scott Bessent even said that the whole point of the tariffs was not to generate revenue at all. He said that on the news. Go look it up. But but that doesn't matter. Listen, they're gonna do this. They're gonna do this. No doubt in my mind. I've been saying this for the last 6 months. I think just like in the bull run of 2021, when they brought out the COVID checks, the same effect will happen here. And you're like, well, Stayer, that was a totally different climate. I mean, you had folks staying home, getting paid to stay at home. Uber drivers were making $1,000 a day. You know, DoorDash was being a DoorDash person was absolutely profitable. PPP loans were happening. Yes, I understand that. But I know none of that is happening right now. In fact, the opposite is happening. You can't find work in America. The bills are out of control. Food prices are crazy. You know, divorce rates are high. I mean, you name it, it's happening. Here's the thing. Here's the one thing that is keeping this $2,000 check, making it the same effect as it was last time. It's this. It's that human behavior will continue on. when you give a $2,000 check of free money to someone, the likelihood of them using that for bills and using that for something responsibly is little to none. I'm going to tell you that right now. I think most of America is going to throw this $2,000 check into the crypto market. And I think the American media and I think the institutions want them to do that. And I think you're going to be seeing a lot of positive crypto news in the mainstream media over the next couple of months leading up to these checks being released and during these checks being released. And I think we will see a nice, clean, parabolic end to this cycle. I think it's been delayed by the shutdown. I think the shutdown is going to end soon. I think Trump is going to have to give in to the Democrats at some point. Shoot, did you see in LA? There was planes that were about to crash because most of the traffic control people are on lunch break and are not even in the office. Huge crises are happening that have to do with the shutdown, and Trump has to end it. He has to come to the table. And I think once they have that government shutdown, and I think there's going to be a big pump in the market. I think they're going to stacking catalysts, just like what devs do in meme coins. They're going to stack catalyst after catalyst after catalyst. First things that the government shutdown, the stimmy checks. I don't know if that's going to be the second, third, or fourth thing to happen to pump these markets, but there's going to be maybe some unforeseen events. Maybe there's a China deal where China says, hey, we're getting in the crypto too. That would absolutely send this market beyond belief. All right, guys. So keep your ears to the ground, okay? The market's not done just yet. People have given up on this market. I am not giving up. I am not going. I'm never going to go. Stayers out.